everybody.
Hi.
It's Gina and Heather. And we're coming to you the week before Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Which I love that we also have added the unofficial holiday of Galentines Day.
Galentines Day.
I didn't know. I thought that was like a further back thing, but it's actually from Parks and Rec. You didn't watch that show,
No.
did you? But that's like literally where it came from.
Oh,
and
really?
Now it's like kind of a cultural phenomenon.
I actually kind of like it more than Valentine. I think it's fun.
Yeah, like the character from the show did it.
Yeah.
Because she was like single, celebrating her girls or whatever. And I'm like, oh, that's worth holding on to.
For sure.
And I don't even feel like Galentine's Day, yes. But our topic today is friendship. Does not have to be specific to you and your girls. This is for everybody.
For everyone, yes.
Everybody who's interested.
Palentine's Day.
Valentine's Day was very good and quick.
I made it up just now.
That was worth a moment.
Maybe.
That was very quick-witted. I love it. Valentine's Day. Yeah. So, maybe obviously because we're two women, a lot of this stuff will relate more to female friendship or whatever. But also, do you remember the thrill of if you ever got like a magazine subscription when you were younger? Or even you were just like checking one out when you were standing in line at the store? You flip to the quiz where it's like, what character are you from Friends? Or what's your friendship style? Or whatever. So we're going to hit you with a fun quiz today. See what kind of friend you are. And maybe just talk through some of the different, I feel like it's cool to know when you're in a relationship, like there's the whole love languages conversation, which I feel like, you kind of hold it lightly. It's not like the end all be all of how to treat your spouse, but it's good to know oh, you like little gifts or, oh, you really like words of affirmation, whatever. So I feel like this is a little bit of a glimpse of that for maybe friendship.
Well, a friendship is a relationship, that has to be cared for and fostered. And so, yeah, quiz is always fun. And then maybe, hey, do it on Galentine's Day.
Yeah, just something fun to do if you're out. Also, I do feel like these things don't dictate your behavior, but it's just so good to have like a different awareness. And sometimes you don't even know where to start a conversation about that. Like, hey, are we communicating right? Or you know what I mean? So it kind of gives you a jumping off point for like, what style of communicator are you? Or what does make you feel supported? Because if I think I'm doing it right and you're feeling like, geez, she's leaving me hanging, it's like we're mismatched.
Yeah, it's so important.
So I love this kind of stuff for like starting a conversation.
Yeah. And how many times has, it happened where something's going on in one of our lives and somebody else will say like, hey, I'd really love to like do something for Heather. Like, do you think blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You want to be able to be like, give her a minute.
Right.
You should give her a minute right now.
Or if you want to do a nice gesture, like she'll respond to this better.
Yeah.
Or, that's a good point too.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to start our quiz out. And also we wanted you to know that if you like these questions or you think it's kind of interesting, you can't like take the quiz right now because you're busy. Message us and we can send you a link to it because it's like our own kind of personal creation.
It is.
Sort of. It's not out there on the interwebs. All right. Question 1. Ready? Answer honestly. How do you usually plan hangouts? Is it A, I love organizing everything in advance? Is it B, I prefer spontaneous adventures? Or is it C, I'm happy either way as long as we're together?
What would you think?
B, spontaneous?
100%.
All right. It's like the newlywed game. Yay, points. I knew you as well as I thought I did.
Right.
Okay. Same question. What do you think I said?
A.
I put C. I'm happy either way as long as we're together.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I would have thought you'd like a plan.
I do like to plan. I feel like my default is to plan, but honestly, I'm happy with a spontaneous. If you called me and we're like, I have a morning free, should we just like grab lunch or something? I would love that too.
Yeah. And honestly, C is me as well. I'm happy as long as we're together.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
Just like default more to a B.
Yeah, I just like to be
spontaneous. Do I annoy you with my need to plan then?
No.
You can say it.
No, not at all.
Okay,
so you want me to read the second one?
Sure, go for it.
When your friend needs support, which is kind of tough because I guess it kind of depends on the friend. But I guess if we're talking about...
A lot of inferring here, we can talk about it.
Right, if we're talking about the both of us.
Mm-hmm.
When your friend needs support, you're most likely to A, offer advice and a plan, B, bring comfort and distractions, or C, just listen and be present.
Okay. Do you want to guess my answer before I tell you? I feel like I need to tilt my computer so you can't see my answers on our system.
I feel like we might have both answered the same here.
Interesting. Okay.
You probably said A.
I did say A. What did you say?
I said A.
Oh, okay, good. I actually didn't love answering that one for myself.
Because I feel like I would want to do all of them.
Right, but also offer advice and a plan sounds like the thing that we complain about with our husbands.
Right.
Where you come home with
But
a
we
problem.
like our plans.
Come home with a problem and you just want to vent and they're like immediately have a solution.
Right.
I didn't want to check that box. But I actually think this is my nature because I feel like this is how I want to love you.
Right.
I want to help you. Like, here's what I think you should do.
Well, and here's the difference.
Don't love it, but I'm being honest. I'm being 100% honest.
But that's usually what I'm looking for. So in a female friendship where we've been friends for a very long time and we understand what the other person needs,
yeah,
we also communicate in a way where how many times will I call and say, listen, I need you to tell, like, just tell me if I'm wrong. Like,
I am looking for honest feedback.
I'm typically telling you what I need. I just need you to hear me out right now.
Right,
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where like as a guy, I feel like they're typically just like, just let me fix this so you can be quiet.
Which is something that we've also grown enough to communicate beforehand.
Yes.
Excuse me. Or at least say like, hey, can you just hear me out on this one? I just need like, am I being crazy? Or sometimes it's, hey, just listen to this. I'm really upset. And like, I just need you to like listen. In the beginning, or if you're kind of forming a friendship, you might have to actually like either feel that out. Because if you're coming to me with like, I just really need you to hear me out. And I'm like, amazing. I have a 3-part answer. You're going to be like, calm down solutions.
Right.
Like, I just want you to just like be on my side for a minute.
Yes.
That's definitely something that you grow into.
Oh yeah.
Same with your spouse.
You have to.
You have to say up front, I don't want a solution for how to handle
please.
Debbie at work. I want you to just be like, she was a monster.
I was going to say, I just need you to call Debbie out. Like,
right. There's going to be different scenarios.
Yeah.
It's very important to just sometimes say what you're looking for. Okay. Next question. What is your ideal way to bond with your friend? Is it A, deep conversations and meaningful activities, B, fun outings and adventures, or C, casual hangouts and laughs? What do I think that you said? I actually don't know. I feel like I could go either way on this one. Maybe A or B.
I said C.
Oh, wow. I'm shocked.
I should actually, like, I want to double check myself because I don't think anyone's listening to the extent where they're going to count my answers and make sure that I said.
Because we're supposed to total up at the end. Are you mostly A's? Are you mostly B's?
We're on number 3, right?
Yeah, number 3, C.
Yeah, C.
I put C as well.
Oh, look out. Well, I mean,
we're so evenly matched.
We so do have a lot of casual hangouts. I don't know why
I wouldn't have said that one, though, for you. Casual hangouts and laughs for me is like, that's the best time.
I know. I love to laugh. I don't know. I mean, but where this is tough, casual
also,
hangouts and laughs, we are usually having deep conversations.
That's what I mean. I feel like obviously, ideally, you combine some of these and say like, well, C, but also A or whatever. So we're trying to like pick which one do you deeply connect with or the most. But honestly, I'm an A, C.
Yeah.
Honestly, a little bit of B too. I want to have fun. Adventures just doesn't sound right for me.
No, I feel like what?
I feel like if you called
Unless we're
me
finding an elephant.
and you were like, right, see previous episode. Want to go kayaking this morning? I'd be like, who are you?
No.
What is happening?
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's friendships that are revolve around that.
Yeah.
Fun shared experiences.
And fun outings for us.
We do have some previous adventures.
We do. That we could talk about.
We could talk about, I mean, traveling together and stuff for sure. But like, it just almost feels a little bit like that is not the stage of life or it's unrealistic to think I'm going to have adventures with my friends at this age. Like maybe a weekend away would feel like an adventure.
Costco sometimes felt like an adventure. Like Costco with kids.
Just trying to park at Costco could be the adventure of a lifetime. Okay, so C.
All right.
Also a C.
Same.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on. How do you handle conflict in a relationship? A, talk it out directly and find solutions. B, give each other space and revisit later.
Okay.
Or C, use humor and lightness to ease the tension. And I feel like I already know what you put because I think we're the same here too.
We're so confident in this. I want it to be wrong so bad right now, but go for it.
Man, don't make me second guess.
I feel really confident.
Okay, I feel confident.
Go with your gut.
A.
It is A.
Yeah.
You know me really well.
Duh.
Okay, talk it out directly and find solutions.
Yes. Hash it out.
Because I also feel like that is both of our need to resolve conflict is pretty matched on that. Nobody wants something stewing in the background making you feel icky. Like, just get it out of the way.
Yeah. And we made a promise to each other like years ago because, you know, there's always things that come up to say, like, look, instead of ruminating or like going over and over it in your head thinking like she must be mad because of that, like,
why did she just send me the letter K instead of like, okay, cool,
instead of okay or KK, just call me and ask me. And half the time what you're thinking about in your head, not an issue. So yes,
but I respect that is a style too. It is. And so, like, if you're married to a person who's like, give me time, we will revisit this. Like, that's an equally valid way to deal with conflict. It's just not my way.
No, I 100% put A as well.
Obviously. It seems like that would be a really important one to talk about too. Yeah. With a close friend. I mean, not the people that you're just like going to a baseball game with, but like, if you're gonna have a long-term relationship, at some point you're gonna have to hash that out.
Oh, like,
what do you want to do when we're?
Because I mean, just looking at it, like, what is Chris? Because I would tell you right now, Ryan would be C.
He's an A. He does not ever want to let anything linger. Yeah. So actually, even though my nature is to be an A, sometimes I am the one who's like, can we just like pause this for a hot minute? I don't want to talk about it anymore. Yeah. And then I want time or space. But he's just never like, he never wants to let something linger.
Which is good.
Just like, let's deal with it right now. Which it is good. For the most part, it works for us. Wait, let me go back and say C because, I could see this.
Humor and lightness to ease the tension. Right. I mean, Ryan will always talk to me, and we usually do talk it out directly, never go to bed angry, yada, yada, yada. But he defaults to humor, like to the point where all three of us now, like in the house, have to be like, no. Like, you got to cut it out. Like, this is not funny.
Yeah. Or like, which is, again, a valid way to be. Yeah. But if it's mismatched with your partner, you could just be like, why are you trying to be funny right now? This is so serious.
You have to, like, or my sister even, like, and I'm thinking of different relationships in my life. Like, my sister is for sure a B. Give each other space.
Let me be for a while.
Which, honestly, sometimes I probably needed the space. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Probably have a better reaction if we had some time in between.
Like my therapist told me one time, like, when you feel like you want to react that way, like, you know, marching down the street in your bathrobe.
Right. To talk to a neighbor.
You should wait 24 hours. But I'm always like, that's a long time. But they do say that space, you know.
I think it also, this is really in the nitty gritty, but it probably depends on what you're doing with that space.
Yes.
Because for me, that space would be
ruminating.
Creating scenarios.
It'd be so much worse.
Assigning so much more blame and intention that even was existing. He's just talking to me because you know what I mean? Like, that's what my space would be filled with. It's not like, let me go process my emotions about this. Yeah, or take a beat. That sounds like a beautiful
Getting
way.
angrier by the minute. You don't want me to come over tomorrow.
You're going to want to deal with me immediately. It's only going to get worse.
Yeah, you don't want me there 24 hours after ruminating.
24 hours sounds dangerous.
It does sound dangerous.
Even sometimes like 20 minutes, you're like, I got 100 things that I just thought of.
Now I wish I could like reach back out to her. To be like to that therapist to say like, well, do you mean like that for like a marriage situation? Because then that would be going to bed angry.
No, I think it's more like storming out on your neighbor situation.
True.
They always tell you to just like take time when you're making either a big decision or you want to send a hard text or have a hard conversation. And it's like, yeah, if you need time to like make sure that you're sure that you're gonna handle.
How many texts have I sent you where you're like, I deleted the whole middle part, and I'm like, but whole middle part was so good. You're like, you can't. Yeah, like I would send you a text and be like, I want to send this to them. What do you think?
Oh,
and you like,
you were asking for my advice.
Yes.
You weren't sending a text to me like, I'm mad at you and here's why, and I deleted the middle.
And you would so kindly be like, feel you on this, but I'm gonna just have to tell you.
Edit this down. Yes. Is that what you're saying? Maybe you remove the part.
And I'd be like, but that part was the best part. I want that in there. And you're like, okay, well, you asked.
Like, can only do so much. I'm just your editor.
Yeah, literally, you've had to edit.
You have final creative control of this.
Nobody knows the text they may have gotten had she not been my editor.
You're welcome. I'm out here smoothing things out for the rest of the world. I do actually think, though, what you're doing with that time would dictate whether it is even a healthy practice for you or
It's a good point. Very good point.
Okay. At least we know ourselves to know enough to be like, time is not necessarily going to make anything better.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Question 5, which you're on. I think this one is yours. Do you want to read question 5 for us?
Yes. Pick a favorite memory together. A heart-to-heart talk that lasted for hours. B, an adventurous trip or spontaneous outing. C, a laid-back hangout full of laughter.
Okay.
And wait, I have to remember what I... Okay. I knew it.
So
I still,
maybe we
I still
flip-flopped.
concur.
I don't know where we're at anymore. But
Am I guessing what I think
yeah,
you
go
said?
for it. What do you think I said?
So this would be and you were...
If I had to pick a favorite memory
Of
of us
us
together
together.
in our friendship,
you probably said B.
I did.
That's what I said too.
Which I was feeling like a liar about because earlier I was like adventures, spontaneous outings.
Right.
But those I do think because they're out of character.
Yeah.
Are the ones I would go back to as like that was a fun memory.
Same. I picked B.
Oh,
as
that's good. Do you have a particular one?
I mean, California.
Yeah, traveling together, going on a trip. It was a big deal for us.
We got like henna tattoos, went to Venice Beach. Like
we went to Tijuana.
I forgot about that.
Just because we were younger, we were unmarried and had the ability to travel and do fun things. Yeah, I would have probably picked something like that. So.
I remember.
Oh no.
This makes me laugh still to this day. I remember we stayed with a friend.
Yes.
And she so lovingly gave us her room.
Gracious, kind, soft-spoken friend.
Yes. And so we stayed in her room. She was probably like, who are these weirdos?
Yeah, because to be fair, sorry, we were good friends, but maybe not. We don't live close proximity-wise, so her experience with us was pretty limited up until this point.
Yeah, and then they're in your house,
in your space. Yeah,
and
sleeping on your pillow.
I was like so nervous because you're like in a new space, and I remember I went to the bathroom and used up the last of the toilet paper, but I was so I just ran out of the bathroom and jumped in bed, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna go get ready, and I was like, okay, knowing that I left you. You came in the room in the dark, and you're like, thank you so much for leaving. With you took
a square,
you ripped off the last square of the roll, and you were like, thank you so much for leaving this one. And I was like, you're welcome.
I don't even remember that one specifically.
I think about it all the time when I get down to the last square of the toilet paper. Remember that one time?
I know. You should check yourself on that. Is this large enough that I should leave it for the next person? I gotta take care of myself.
I was just like, what? Yeah, whatever. Every man for
if
themselves.
It makes you feel better. I do not hold that against you. I forgot about that.
I wanted you to ask Big Jim for more toilet paper.
Yeah, put that on me. Hi, thank you for letting us stay in your home. Where do you keep your toilet paper? Also, I'm Heather. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'll be sleeping in your daughter's bedroom this week.
That was a fun trip.
Yeah, but those are what make the memories.
Yes.
Something that's out of the ordinary. Because we have tons of hanging out together, laid back. So
about Tijuana.
When we're doing something wild or fun or whatever, adventurous, that's going to leave an imprint for sure.
Did you get the permanent toe ring then too, right?
Uh-huh.
Remember
permanent toe ring.
Then
that sounds so silly. Permanent. Nothing's permanent.
Why did they say that?
Because I feel like they make two kinds of toe rings. Wow, this is really in the weeds.
It's not like the cuff.
I hope you're still with us. You have the little cuffs. Those were popular.
Yeah.
And you can just buy them at Claire's for $5 cuff. These, they sized to your toe and they would stay on. Yeah, they have to slide it on with some Windex.
Well, then do you remember when I called my dad and told him that we got permanent toe rings, and he was yelling at me over the phone?
He thought it was a nose ring.
I was like, I didn't get it. My toe pierced.
He probably thought you got your toe tattooed in a ring. I don't know what a permanent toe ring doesn't even make sense. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But they were more permanent.
I was like, Dad, you can cut it off.
A customized toe ring.
But why would he be so mad? It's my foot. So if I did get it pierced.
Just sounded like he let you go out west and you were going to do something that was going to change the course of your life in California.
Made bad decisions out there.
You're like, Dad, I got my toe permanently. What would you even, that's when I say permanent toe ring, I'm like, what do we even say?
The sign said that.
Slides right off.
It said Windex. Permanent toe rings. Because we were like,
It sounded so trendy too and edgy. We were
so
like,
cool.
Okay, am I going to commit to this toe ring in particular? Well, okay, yeah, I would definitely go with a B. An adventurous trip or spontaneous outing makes the best memories for sure.
Oh, yes.
All right, number 6. This made me chuckle. How do you celebrate your friendship? So immediately, I didn't like this question because I was like, it sounds like
celebrate.
Sounds like an 80s love song. How are we going to celebrate each other? But okay, A, thoughtful gifts or heartfelt letters. Again, chuckle.
Dearest
B. Somebody out there who's like an amazing friend is like, I do write really heartfelt letters.
But you're not our friend.
I know, but if you sent me a heartfelt letter, I would be like, did you get diagnosed with something? Like, what is happening? It's just not who we are. Okay. But that's beautiful. Thoughtful gifts.
What if I said that one? You don't know.
More relatable, maybe a thoughtful gift.
Yes.
B, exciting experiences or surprise outings. Or C, casual hangouts with fun and laughter. I think you said C.
You are correct.
Yes. All right. I feel like this one was like a little bit related to the other question too. That was like, how do we celebrate our friendship? What is that?
What did you say? C?
I said C as well. I would love to think I'm the kind of friend who would call you and be like, I just want to celebrate our friendship.
I just feel like celebrating.
Do you want to go to like, you know,
yeah,
Florida?
You never asked me on dates.
I wish. I need to be in a different tax bracket, and then I will become that friend because that actually sounds dreamy to me.
Buy me a plane ticket.
I just wanted to celebrate our friendship, so 2 tickets to.
I'm checking my answers.
Listen,
while you're talking.
When I have the money to do that someday, I'm gonna change so fast into that friend because that sounds delicious.
That does sound.
Let's celebrate our friendship.
It deserves to be celebrated
by leaving our families and going away for the weekend. Or a week.
We haven't done that since.
How long is a celebration?
Boston.
That's what I'm saying. I think
girls trip Toledo Zoo.
If you don't understand the zoo reference, you're one podcast behind. And if there was a question on this friendship survey about like bucket list items that your best friend had, I would have failed miserably. But anyways, okay, so we were in agreement. I think C.
Yes.
I object to the way the question was worded. But celebrating our friendship to me just means like, let's spend time together.
Yeah, laughing. But I mean, I would support any other.
Okay, yeah, exciting experiences. Yeah. I mean, for sure. Maybe it's the phase of life we're at.
Yeah, new brunch places.
Do you feel like when our kids are
who
grown,
has the best hash?
And we have like lots of free time that we would just be like, hey, do you want to go to Chicago for the weekend?
I think so.
I think we should shoot for that. That's on my bucket list.
Yeah, we should do that. There's probably elephants there.
Like Chicago does not have an amazing zoo, but we'll figure out somewhere. There's somewhere.
All right, next up.
Okay, next question.
When it comes to making plans, you prefer A, detailed itineraries and organization, B, going with the flow and spontaneity, or C, a mix of both depending on the mood. And I think, again, we probably answered the same here.
Okay. What do you think I put?
I think you put C.
I did put C. I think my nature is more of a detailed itinerary girl.
Yeah.
But I don't love that. And especially if you're like making plans, trying to have fun, I'm down for a mix.
Yeah, same. And
I don't
feel
think
like
it's my strength to be the or the spontaneous person.
Yeah.
But I'm up for it if you are. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like because the question said when it comes to making plans, I feel like you're already like, all right, well, we got to make some kind of plan.
Right.
So I feel like we have to have a time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So depending on what we're doing, but yeah, I think a mix of both is nice. You got to have at least a basis of a plan.
I think so too. Like we're both getting ready to go on trips right now.
Yeah.
So I think I know this, but like, and I feel like your trip's different from my trip because maybe you're staying in one place and I'm moving around a little bit. I'm going into the trip thinking if we don't have some tentative plans, I feel like I'm in my new location. This time it's gonna be like Miami or Florida area, going like, what should we be doing right now? What am I missing out on? I have to have some kind of framework, and then I'm cool for the spontaneous stuff that comes up. But I feel like I'm burning time if I didn't pre-think about like what should we be doing on this day, or
and it depends.
What is your vacation style with that? Are you a plan maker? A happy medium, or like
my vacation style is pretty spontaneous.
Okay.
The only plan I want is like if there's restaurants in that area, like where we're going, we have favorite restaurants that like when we're there, we go at least
for
once
sure
or
you'll
twice.
Be hitting these places.
Yeah, and these places are very popular. So if you don't have a reservation during this time, you won't get in. So I want a good like dinner reservation.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm pretty spontaneous. I will say though, when we went to Miami, Miami kind of is a place where like you want to plan.
Yeah, it just seems like there's there's so many directions you can go.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? And I don't know. I feel like when it comes to making plans, it's like, well, to me, it's like you're already implying like something has to be. There's got to be some tentative plan. I could be more flexible. Like if your plan doesn't match my plan, I'm okay with that. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know, to go somewhere and then just be like, what do you want to do today? I feel like you're already like,
I know.
you
I don't
have a
even know where I
plan.
am.
You don't even know what your options are.
I
Now
know.
you're going to get on Google. You're already in Miami. Like,
Right?
you should have some plan.
And especially like, I don't know, I'm on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
I like to think I'm a pretty easy person to be with on vacation
Yeah.
because there's usually not the only landmarks. I mean, you've been with me to Boston. The only landmarks I really care
Shout
about
out.
are like celebrity. Like if
Yeah.
I was in Miami and we did, I need to see where Versace was.
Okay. Was the
shot.
Versace mansion?
Have to go there.
Okay.
Other than that, like, you know what I mean? I'm in
Yeah.
Boston. I just want a fish sandwich. I
Okay.
don't care about where Tom Sawyer was buried. Or whoever that was. I still don't
Right.
even remember. Sorry, Amanda.
It wasn't on the itinerary.
Yeah. Like if I'm in New York, I want to see where John Lennon was shot.
Okay.
I just want to see
where a lot of people died.
show me the true crime. No, I want to see
Okay.
St. Patrick's Cathedral. Like,
the big thing.
yeah, but you're not like if we went to Italy together, like you could plan it because I don't care. I just want to see like
that's interesting. See, now I would be the opposite.
I want
I'm
to
like,
eat,
We got to see these big things that
Yeah.
I've been thinking I need to see.
which
my
I would
whole
probably
life.
remember forever.
Yeah.
But to plan it, I'd be like, where are we getting the pasta?
right.
Is really
Where
all
are we eating after we go to the Vatican?
why I'm here. Yeah.
That's fair. I think that's a good healthy mix.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 8 says, how do you like to show appreciation to your friend? A, with thoughtful gestures and personalized gifts. B, by planning fun adventures or experiences together. Or C, through quality time and shared laughter. And before you answer, this is the kind of the part of the quiz where I'm starting to see like, okay, I get how they're trying to refer to some of those like love languages. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm expressing my appreciation to you, I can do it the way I like to be appreciated, or I can think about you like, well, she's not like me in this way, or it's just like kind of like that different level of awareness where you're like, what would she actually appreciate?
Yeah.
All of that said, I think you picked C.
I did.
All right.
I would think
C
you'd
was
probably pick
through
C too.
quality time and shared laughter. And yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think that's just, I don't know. That's how I would want it. And luckily, I think, again, we're matched up on that
Yes.
pretty well. I can understand how somebody else's would be thoughtful gestures or
Yeah. I mean, if
a
this were
spontaneous plan or something.
if this were Ryan, like a different
Mhm.
well, if it were Ryan, I'd say all 3.
Right.
Do all 3.
It would be amazing if you planned an adventure, there was a gift
Give me
waiting
a
for
gift,
me. And
be
then we spend
thoughtful.
all night just talking and laughing.
Yes.
Right?
Snuggle. Bruce will snuggle. We'll make snow angels.
Also a thoughtful gift waiting for me when I arrive.
Yeah. No, same.
Okay, C.
It's definitely a vibe.
Well, this is good. It's good to know when you're matched well. I feel like that just makes things easier.
Yeah.
But if you're not matched, it's okay too. You just go like, oh, I didn't know that. I have to think more about that. Like
Yeah.
you said thoughtful gestures and personalized gifts. The pressure's on.
I know.
I'm like,
Yeah.
now I got to think about what she wants to receive.
Lucky you.
Thoughtful gesture, like a handwritten note in the mail.
Yes. A poem.
A poem. And acrostic. Gina. G.
Haiku.
Again, no hate for those of you who are really good at poetry.
Oh yeah, we don't mean to
And
laugh
you're
at
appreciating
poetry.
your friends that way. It's
Yeah.
just not our strength.
It's a beautiful thing, but
It is
don't
beautiful.
don't write us poems. Okay. I had a boyfriend once that wrote me a poem.
Oh, wait. I don't think I know who that is.
No, it was just like a whatever.
Oh, he was a rando.
Yeah. And I was
Okay.
like, oh, this is not gonna work.
Right?
A poem.
It's not your love language.
No.
And that was good for him to
You're
know.
gonna make
right
me
away.
read? Gonna make me do homework? Like-
That's okay.
Okay, number 9. What's your approach to maintaining a strong friendship?
Ooh, this is a good question.
Yeah, this one, okay.
Yeah.
This one was tough.
This will take some breakdown. We'll talk about it after.
Yeah. A, consistent communication and check-ins.
Okay.
B, keeping things exciting and spontaneous.
Okay.
C, being there when it truly matters, no matter what.
Okay.
And I think that we probably said the same thing, but wanted to do 2 things here.
For sure.
I think you said A.
I did. And I would have also said C.
Say.
If they would have let me rank these, I would have put like C, A, B, I
Yeah.
guess, maybe. Okay, because keeping things exciting and spontaneous, just not a priority for me. I'm okay if things are a little bit old
Yeah.
and whatever, predictable.
Predictable, yeah.
But the consistent communication and check-ins, I feel like we've already said to each other, this is so important,
It's important.
because of our communication style. So that it jumped out at me, but also being there when it truly matters, no matter what.
Yeah.
I can't like make that less important.
No, not at all. I mean, same thing. I picked A, but I looked at C like, that's so important. Like, because communication and check-ins has even changed throughout our friendship and with different things. But I feel like, man, I know though, like she would be right there if I needed her.
Right.
So yeah, I would have wanted to pick 2 there.
I think what made me lean away from C is the being there when it truly matters is like, okay, it almost implies like maybe I'm not here for you all the time, or we don't touch base a lot.
Yeah.
But if something goes down, I'll be there. Where I felt like that just doesn't really reflect our relationship. Like we're in each other's lives pretty steadily. Now, I might have friends like that where it's like, oh man, I've hardly talked to her. But if something happened in my life, they would be like immediately right there. Just didn't sound like, I'm not surprised at all that we had the same too.
Yeah. No, different connections that, like I have friends that I don't talk to on a consistent basis, but throughout the years, anything happened.
Right. Like no doubt.
Be there in a second. Wouldn't even question it. But
okay.
And the last one.
All right. Number 10. This one made me chuckle. I don't know why. If you could describe your friendship in one word, it would be A, supportive, B, adventurous, or C, joyful. I think you picked A.
I did.
I did too.
Okay. I mean, it's joyful, but like.
But I was like, also, if I could rank a second choice, joyful, because.
Yeah.
Even though there's a lot of like heavy, we've been through some rough things, or we've been talking about heavy things, like if I didn't find the relationship to be joyful, at the end of the day, it wouldn't feel like a friendship as much. It would feel like, I don't know, like a therapist situation or something. It's got to be the joyful part for me.
Yeah, you got to have a good mix of both.
Yeah.
Again, adventurous for us in particular doesn't matter to me. But
okay, so you did say supportive.
I did say A with, heavy dose of C.
Okay, good. All right, so now this particular quiz was a tally up. What did you get the most of? A's, B's, or C's? And obviously was not tracking your answers. I could not do that quickly enough. Same? I don't know. I'm curious to see. So what was your overall the most of?
Mine was a tie. I had the equal amount of A's and C's.
Okay. I think I had one more A than C, but it was a very, very tight, if I did my math right. And again, like.
So you are, well, I guess we both are.
Yeah. So let's hear what the.
Mostly A's would have been, or is.
Yeah.
You're the planner and comforter. Always there with thoughtful gestures and a clear plan.
Okay. And that was, again, tight tie, almost tiebreaker possibly.
Yeah.
But that was the one that most of my answers reflected. Letter B, I feel like this is for you adventurous gals.
Yeah, this is not us, apparently.
You're the adventurer and a spontaneous buddy, bringing excitement and fun to every moment.
Ooh.
I mean, those people are amazing to have around. We need a balance for sure. Also, I think nobody is truly one thing or the other.
No.
You're obviously going to be a mix.
No, at different times.
Okay. And then mostly C's, go for it.
So the other one, that my tie was, you're the joyful and reliable friend, always there with laughter and unconditional support.
Okay. Overall, those are good things to be characterized.
Yeah.
Yes. And that you said you were a dead even with an A and a C.
Dead even.
Yeah. I feel like if we would have ranked them, I would have been A, C, B easily.
Yeah.
Like A was what I mostly, the planner, the comforter, but then C, joyful. That word, I don't know, for some reason is making me laugh. I don't feel like I'm very joyful.
I don't think I am either.
I love to laugh.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like I'm that like light, joyful presence.
If I would have read this without like seeing the questions, I would have immediately resonated more with C.
Okay.
Only because A is like a clear plan. I never have a clear plan. I'm always like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm always asking, people to tell me what to do.
I mean, that's pretty much reflected in your results. You're kind of a tie between the two.
There you go.
And it's just kind of fun to like think about, okay, again, as we talked about our specific friendship, we actually are pretty like aligned on some of those. But like if you had some wildly different expectations, it's just good stuff to communicate about.
This could have gone a different way. Where's my gift?
Which is funny. I always tell the story about like when me and Chris looked at the love languages thing, which again is just like a context for having a conversation. It's not like the end all be all of how to treat a spouse or something. But I feel like his was like gifts or something. And
Mine
like,
is too.
Who are you? I don't know, but I would have picked that for you.
You would have?
I think I would have.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of them.
For him to have it, I was a little bit like, I don't feel like I know you at all. There was like a period of time where I felt like I was living with a stranger.
Right.
And he's like, I don't know why this bothers you. And I was like, I would have never picked that. It made me feel like I did not know.
Wait, what's one of yours?
Mine's the quality time one,
whatever
that is. And if you've never done the like love languages
it's so important.
It's very interesting. Yeah. And if you're in like a long-term relationship, I feel like it's just new awareness to be like, okay, let's talk about this stuff. It's a jumping off point.
It's so like, for me, it helped me, like you said, to understand better, because one of Ryan's was acts of service. And so it helped to understand, because I would say like, oh, but you didn't, blah, blah, blah. And he'd be like, but I like pulled your car up and like dusted the snow off and like filled it with gas. And I was like, yada, yada, yada. Where's my gift?
Where's the present?
There was no present on the inside.
One of the ones that it's interesting too, because when you're talking about them, it's like, which ones do I identify with? Yeah. And which ones does my spouse? And then so many times the way you are trying to show love is what you identify with. Yeah. And so you're saying acts of service, like that's something like he responds to. Yes. But he was using it. Yes. And you were like not landing.
And I would like come home from the store and be like, hey, I found this like, pair of pajama pants and I thought you'd really like it. And I could tell he would just be like, okay, thanks. I didn't need that. Or like me, if somebody surprised me with a new pair of like jammy pants, I'd be like, yes.
That speaks to you.
Yes.
I thought
you thought of me.
Right. Yeah. I thought I had it pulled up. I don't have all this. I think there's like 5 love languages. I was going to just repeat them in case people didn't know. But I know from taking the test in the past that definitely my top one would have been quality time.
Words of affirmation.
Let's see if we can do it. Words of affirmation. Quality time. Acts of service.
Gifts
and gestures.
Physical touch.
Physical touch. Boom. Who needs Google?
Then I would have
gifts
said
and physical touch.
Yeah,
I could have picked those for you.
Yeah,
I know you. Mine was, I think, quality time, and I don't remember if there was like another close runner. But I mean, I don't know. That's not surprising to me. So when he was like, "Oh, yours is quality time," that makes sense. And then his was like gifts. I was like, "Who are you?"
That surprised me about him. I think I know him pretty well too. Right. That would surprise me about Chris.
Good. I'm glad.
He seems like a guy.
I'm gonna take that home with me and be like, "Gina's also surprised."
I would be surprised.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, but that's apparently what he aligned with, and I have not done a thing about it since learning that information. I mean, I feel like I have to learn a new. I got to come home with little surprises. I don't even know what to do with that information.
Try to find some dressings without vinegar.
I should be trying harder. I do know that. But when I was confronted with that information, I was like, I can't handle this.
This is too much.
I'm going to have to
pick another one.
Else. I know.
Resonate with another one, please.
I know. Take the quiz again. You surely made a mistake.
Well, I'm sure it changes over the years. I feel like
that's
mine.
True.
I mean, it's nice to have all of them. But yeah, if you have to pick 2, man, buy me a gift and give me a hug.
I know.
I'm good.
I mean, I'm not saying those are mine. I'm saying I could immediately pick that for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And I actually had to do research because I like hugs so much and physical touch that like I would annoy my family. But I actually like researched that if you are in a state of like stress or if you hug and like make that physical connection, and I think it might have only been like 12 seconds, but I said 30 seconds. Because now every day
it.
I'm like, you need to hug me
You're
for
like,
30
it's a
seconds.
minute and 10. You can't get it. If you don't do a full minute 10, you don't get any of the benefits.
20 minutes, 20-minute hug. I know Gianni's counting.
Aww.
I'm like, no, 30 seconds. It actually like calms down your entire like nervous system.
I see those like little facts too that pop up and I'm like, okay, I can do that for my kids, but that's not one of my things.
Not at all.
I've seen some really funny things lately. I should send you one where it's like you have a really good best friend and it's like when your best friend who's like a hugger accidentally just brushes up against you and she's like, are we gonna hug right now? I always laugh because I feel like that could be me and you,
right?
Very easily. I'm never going to be like, you look like you need a hug. It's just not my
I'm trying to think.
Response. Wait, but I'm not that opposed to it. It's not like if you hugged me, I would be like, ew.
Your quality time. And wait, did you tell me your other one?
I don't even know what my second strongest one was. If I had to guess it might be acts of service. Or no,
Words of affirmation is what I would guess for you.
Yeah, probably. It might have been. I don't remember. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I feel like we probably did it when we were married for like a year or two. And then we were like, all right, cool. Good to know.
I love that kind of stuff. Or like the Myers-Briggs. Like
I didn't use the information in the profitable
Yeah.
way. I don't know if I've done the Myers-Briggs, but I love, sometimes me and Chris will go out for like a date night, or we'll be home and our kids will be out, and we'll be like, let's just pull up one of those cute little like couple quizzes, like something that we would have done with our friendship quiz, or like questions you've never asked your spouse, and it'll just be like some of those like random things. It's just a good jumping off point.
I like
for,
those.
a fun conversation. I always am like, wait, why? Who are you? Sometimes the answer is, you think you know
like
somebody
surprise
really
you.
well. Yeah. And they surprise you.
Yeah. It usually then just turns into like, he'll say something and I'll go, what? Seriously? That was your favorite childhood memory? Like,
I know.
He's like, stay out of it.
Wrong answer.
Yeah. Incorrect.
Bad answer. Don't agree.
Well, that was
I
fun.
do love. Yeah. I hope that if you get some time and you want to ask us, honestly, go out for a Galentine's Day brunch with somebody. Your girls, your pals, Valentine's Day. And just bring something like that along is it's like never a bad idea to have something like that in your back pocket. Like just fun, get to know you questions.
Yeah. Because I mean, sometimes if it's not, put in words, if you don't talk about it and you don't like dive deep, some things could be left unsaid and you could really be like,
yeah, or you're really miscommunicating on something. And it could be as easy as like having a conversation like, well, I keep filling up your tank and parking your car for you, and you're like, I don't care about any of that. Yeah. And then you feel like it's not just the mismatch of communication. It's like you're like not seeing eye to eye on something, or something that can cause a bigger problem. Yeah, right, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was fun.
Fun getting to know you.
I know. Too bad we're going to be traveling and stuff. We'll have to take a rain check on a Galentine's Day breakfast.
I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah, it sounds super fun. So, or again, if you're not a gal, do
a Palentines.
Be the weird guy who's like, we should go to brunch. Lunch. Guys don't brunch.
I think guys brunch.
Okay, we should catch up, dude.
Right?
And like,
I think it's so important.
Dude, it's so important. And no offense, we're better at it. We know this than men. But it's very important. Guys have to have that too.
Yeah, you need that connection.
Just be the weirdo and invite some dudes.
Be a pal.
To brunch.
Yeah.
And celebrate.
Well, happy Valentine's Day, Galentine's Day, Palentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. Can we copyright that?
Yeah.
Please.
Can't use it. It's ours.
Trademarked. We said it. I think that's how it works.
That's how it works for sure. No paperwork or anything. Well, thanks for hanging in with us again. And we'll see you later.
Bye, everybody.